And today we are beginning for 2024 our 5 season series of one of the greatest, in my honest opinion, one of the greatest 80s action adventure series, which premiered on NBC TV back in January 23rd, 1983. And that is the A Team. Thank you coming in, Resli saying he thought this was going to be on Wednesdays and other streams that go on. Hope, yeah, I thought it was Wednesdays. And then I'm just going over the chat real quick. Then we'll get started. An hour, it's no big deal. Yeah, Jay and I decided it was better for Tuesdays because of other streams with Wednesdays. That's true. That's what we did. So what I did was I apologized to Resolute for the confusion. So yes, it will be Tuesdays Resolute at 4 p.m. Eastern. Until something else, and of course, we'll let you guys know in your streams, that you guys do. I'll be in the chat, talking to people and letting them know what changes and so forth. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's get this started. While I'm trying to check out YouTube here and see if he comes in, and if he does, I'll leave him the link so he can drop in here and we can do a little review together. In the meantime, let's get started. Like I said, this series premiered January 23rd, 1983, with season 1 how good it was, how very few died throughout the series. We'll talk about that in further episodes. The one thing I will talk about for 8 members, each one either got shot once or they were kidnapped. Different periods throughout the series did experience some painful moments. So, yes, that's going to be, we get into further episodes. So, okay. So, the very first episode, we had already established the main characters. Hannibal Smith, which was played by George Hannibal Smith. Excuse me, got to put the Colonel in there, otherwise I don't get it right. Colonel Hannibal Smith, and he was played by George Papard, who you knew in a lot of different series and so forth, including Breakfast at Tiffany's. I didn't sing the rest of the song there. YouTube, don't strike me. But that was Hepburn. He was in that. You knew him for that. You also knew him for like a movie. Then you had B by none other than Mr. T. Now, Mr. T, you knew him as Clubber Lang in Rocky 3, where he says, "I'll pity the fool," and, and he's the champion of the world for a few moments, and then, after he beats up Apollo Creed, and then, uh, Rocky Balboa gets pissed off, Sylvester Stallone is, oh, I'm going to beat you up, and he beats him to heck and almost kills him. Yeah. So that was Mr. T. And Mr. T has an Instagram. He is still breathing. He's 71 years old. He's a single father of 3 kids. Uh, and Instagram this year, he said, at officially pity the fool. He wished everyone a happy 2024. And all he says, I want to send love. That's at the age of 6, and he married at the time and has 3 kids of his own. Now, the narrator, I, I, I don't normally wanted to do this, but I think it's important because I think I should throw here too. The narrator of the I don't know. Templeton Faceman Peck. Now, in season 1, episode 1, he was not there. What happened was when they did the pilot episode, they weren't out. These mercenaries that became soldiers of fortune. The man who came in as Faceman for 1 episode was Tim Dunnigan. That's spelled D-U. He didn't do much. He was a sort of an unknown actor, I guess. I mean, he'd done some. I recall he did a couple of soap operas. Okay, he appeared in soap operas here and there, I guess, different kinds. But he wasn't that well known, so they decided to use him as the template for Templeton Peck, Faceman. So they put him in. Dirk came the very next episode, a week, January 30th, in season 1, episode 2. That's when he showed up. So poor Tim Dunnigan, he only got to do it. And then the third person who got to be in every single episode, along with which is not a but it's really spelled with a K at the end on the page. So just remember that you tell your friends about it. And that, of course, Dwight Schultz has been married to the same person his entire life. Her last name is Fulton. I don't want to give away her first name because I know it's privacy thing. But he has 1 child, Ava, and he is 76 years old. And the thing about Dwight and Faceman, which is pretty important, is that the 2 of them have remained close friends every episode came on, or I mean the series. They appeared together. They did cameo appearances on the 2010 reboot of the A-Team, which featured Liam Neeson, uh, you know, and the others. I forget the other actors. I can tell you that later on when we do that. But it had Liam Neeson as Hannibal Smith, and Jessica Biel was in as a FBI kind of person. And so they did a cameo appearance. Dwight appeared as a doctor. Faceman appeared as one of the guys that was in with the other guy, the actor who played Faceman in that movie, and they talked and interacted and did something. So that was that was their cameo appearance. So the 2 of them did that together. Now, before I introduce the episode and just give you basic plot points of the episode, I also want to introduce you to an actor who came in on that very first episode, William Lucky. William Lucky plays Colonel Lynch through every episode. But yeah, but that was the first time for Lynch. So that was yeah, it was very cool. Now here's a couple of people. Very first episode, Ron Palillo, who you guys might recognize the name from Arnold Horshack. Welcome Back, Kotter, along with Travolta, John Travolta, and all those other people. He played Amy Amanda Allen, who is played by Maluea. You might recognize from some soap operas as well, and so forth. Before she did since as the reporter to guide the A-Team to trouble. William Wyndham plays the role of Al Massey in this episode. He's the one I believe that got kidnapped or something happened to him, and then of course we'll let you guys know each episode who the director was, and the director was Rod Holcomb, Holcomb. Rod Holcomb. He directed this very first episode. Now the music always came, the theme song and everything else always came from Mike Post and Pete Carpenter. They did the theme music. They did all the music during the episodes. It was awesome. You showed him there at his typewriter going, it goes, and it just shows his name and everything. I thought that's so cool that happened. And then we did mention Amy Amanda Allen. She also liked to be called Amanda. And today she's 68 years old, married, and she has 2 kids. So, yeah. Now there was another lady that came in after her. Her name was Maria uh, Henry in episodes for and then guys. So all right, we will get to the introduction of the episode Sleigh Ride, and for a crime they didn't commit. These men were promptly escaped from maximum security stockade to the LA helicopters, all that stuff to begin. Cool. So anyway, Mexican Sleigh Ride, January 23rd, 1980, playing the role of Face and Benedict, who then came and did it. Episode 2, the following week. This was basically about Amy Allen, who, by way of her friend, fellow journalist, reporter, played by Ron Palillo, finds out that their journalist friend Al Massey is trapped down there in Mexico by a Mexican cartel. So Amy contacts the A-Team for the first time, and they could go down there and find her friend. And so that's basically what it's about, Mexican sleigh ride. Is they go down there, you see some of the early explosions, you see the trucks blow up, you see all sorts of weird things happen. Uh, during the course of it, you also find out that BA is afraid of flying, which we blame Murdoch for because he is Howling Mad Murdoch and he's a nut. He's a nutcase, right? We knew that. So that's we find that out. And what's so funny is during the course of these episodes, Hannibal has to figure out a way to knock out BA. Now, there was one episode he didn't have to do that. He still did, but reluctantly he did it. So BA wouldn't know what's going on. But he did say, "I want to get on a plane." Well, it's because his mother was in danger, right? So they had to go there and that feature. It's just it's very crazy. It really is. And we don't have anybody. And slept. He might have slept over or is resting. I will leave. I will leave the link. There it is. Yeah, we'll just. There it is. I'll do that. I'll put it down here. I'll paste it. There it is. Let's see how we get this going this way. See if it comes up here. A little bit not subject. I just mentioned that down there so that it's covered. There is the stream. There it is. The studio restream and then the appropriate information and event. It's all there. So if anyone wants to come and give their review of this, we can do we can do up to 6, but I'd rather just a couple people if they are familiar with this pilot episode and want to say something. Then you can come up and give your review and say what you thought of it. So the basic premise, as I said, was that, Amy Allen, who supposedly works for the LA newspaper, we're supposed to be led to believe that it's the LA Times. I think they mentioned that once or twice, but they didn't really say much after that. So we're assuming it's the LA Times. And she, goes with them because she wants to be with them to go find her journalist friend who she thinks might be dead, but go, and they have to knock out PA, put him out and whatever. It's a great episode, it really is. It's a good starter to the series. It really is kind of fun parts, and I liked it, and I thought you've got to do more episodes like this. But I did really a lot of people that the guy that played Faceman, Tim Dunnigan, which is unfortunate because he was missing something. A little bit of wit, a little bit of lack of humor, maybe something. You needed someone to offset what Murdoch was doing to piss off BA. You needed a middleman, not the guy that this guy was playing. And that's why I thought when they got Dirk Benedict, I was like, wow. Because we knew him from Battlestar Galactica as Starbuck, and he had humorous moments there. He did great. He did other films. He did a few films too. So let's see. Wow. I just covered everything in 20 series. And like I said, that's a great theme by Mike Post and P. Carpenter and the rest of it. It goes dun 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 dun. I just want to go with the rest of it because I don't want to be struck, whatever you call it, by YouTube doing a copyright thing. Well, this is just a TV series review, episode review. It's not subject to that. I know it isn't. So yes, I'm keeping track of how things are going. Well, we're gonna wait. We'll wait till Jay comes. Hopefully, he comes by, and then we can have him give his review if he's seen it, and then he can know what his grade is. So for now, I'll go ahead and tell you what my grade is on this. Uh, um, I enjoyed it. It was very, like we said, roll his face didn't quite there. I'm sorry that happened to him, but it's just he just played it really stale, and I want a vibe actor or actress. I want them to be, involved, be a part of the episode, make it their own. Contribute something really good to it. And that was a shame. But anyway, the rest of it was very good. So for me, I'll give it out of 5. So out of 5 stars, I gave it 4 out of 5, with the 1 star because of Tim's performance. But otherwise, everything else was great. You got an introduction to the characters, to Amy, to Colonel Hannibal Smith, to Hallie Man Murdoch, to B.A. Baracus. B.A. meaning, by the way, bad attitude, in case you wondered what that means. Yeah, B.A. Baracus is bad attitude Baracus. And then, of course, eventually, we get the thing called, which would be played by Dirk Bennett. Yeah, that's all great. And yeah, 4 out of 5. So I give it. Now, like I said, every Tuesday this time around 4 o'clock, because I think that they said that he'd be available, uh, to do this. And I did say 4 o'clock Eastern, and he said 3 o'clock Central. And I said, yes, that's correct. So Jay might be preoccupied. He might be doing something else. And that's fine. I don't mind, brother. It's all good. I left the stream. I'm going to leave the StreamYard link up here so you can see it when you do come. You come by, and we can talk and do whatever, say stuff. Um, But anyway, I guess I could probably tell you guys why I chose the A-Team as my next to do this year. Last year, you guys knew that I did Charlie's Angels reviews, and I did just random episodes, just kind of put it. I was like, well, that's interesting. And I said, well, there should be one series that I really enjoy the most that I would be willing to do a review series, and for for at least 5 seasons or more. And I thought about it, I said, oh, of course. I said the A-Team. It's one of the best action adventure series that ever movie on purpose and did call it the A-Team in 10. And you see the original series. Dwight were both in it, right? But it was towards the end of the movie. And I was like, damn it. They kept their appearances in there, or at least they were in there. So I was a little pissed that they didn't show. Also, BA refused to do it. I know that. He refused to do the movie. Obviously, Papard couldn't do it because he was dead. So they had to find somebody else that was, was willing to do the movie. And Liam Neeson seemed to be the best choice. Yeah, so that's why they got him in it. Oh, and I just remembered the guy that played Face in the movie was Bradley Cooper. So I remembered that. Okay, Bradley Cooper. With Bradley Cooper's acting, you can go that way or that way. There's never a middle. It's always boop, boop. That's it. So, I think you did an okay job. I think you did. Uh, I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the guy in that. Put off this thing. I could probably find out. Let's see. 2010 A-Team movie cast. There it is. Okay. There he is. Sharlto Copley played Hollyman Murdoch. Right, Lieutenant Sosa was Jessica Biel. There we go. Okay, so Jessica Biel was Sosa, and which was the military person trying to find them. They were forming the FBI, and then military police. Sharlto Copley played Hollyman Murdoch. Oh, then it was what's his name? Rampage Jackson. That's it. Who played BA? Played Mr. T's role in that was there it is. Quentin Rampageson played BA, and then Patrick Wilson. That's right, he played Lynch. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, so right, so Quentin Page Jackson, who was an MMA fighter, played BA. Patrick Wilson, who actually appeared in this last movie that Suzanne and I saw, Aquaman, where he plays Aquaman's, half brother. He says, "Don't call me brother." And he was in the Conjuring. He was in the Conjuring franchise. playing uh, Ed Warren, you know, saying that I would have been happy if Mr. T had sucked up his himself, would have been fine too. And oh yeah, connection loss. Reconnect. So might be frozen a little bit there. We'll see. Yes, so restream is not as good as well. It's a lot. You know, still uh, once it's not okay, but it's it's just stopgap measure. My default microphone. Okay, never see me connection. That's weird. Ah, network connection. Oh, it says 6 out of 10. Well, that's okay. OJ, where are you, Jay? Jay, I did say 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock your time. You might be preoccupied. Okay. Well, I was gonna say I'm doing this. I was gonna do this for an hour, and well, today I think we'll just 40 minutes because it's I've been really. I'm gonna take my glasses off here so I don't have to see so much. I've been extra tired lately. Um, Here's my Giants for this year. Next season coming up this year in February. Go Giants. Um, yeah, I just been extra tired lately. I slept a lot today, and here, I can take this down. The link is still Jay. I quit the stream. I'm gonna stop it here at about the 45-minute mark. Yeah, I don't see anybody watching, so that's okay. When you guys get a chance to rewatch the replay, 2 Eastern time. This is when we're gonna do this. And sometimes Jay maybe will be with me on that. Sometimes he may not. He might have other things going on. totally understand, brother. Fire alarm going off. It's going to go off for another whole 10 minutes. I'm not going to deal with it. So anyway, Mexican Sleigh Ride, Season 1, Episode 1 of the A-Team. Check it out. There are parts of it available on YouTube. You can go see it for yourself. I'd like to thank Resolute Germ for coming in and saying that he thought it was going to be on Wednesdays. I totally changed last minute. We both did, Jay and I, so we're sorry about that, Resolute. Hopefully you can come on Tuesdays to see us. I'd like to thank my wonderful wife, Suzanne, for being always. My bats, Moon Pie and Deja Vu. This crazy alarm for always coming on at the wrong time. And we will see you guys again for Season 1, Episode 2, which will come out on next Tuesday, which is, I believe, the 9th, January 9th at 4 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully Jay will be there with you so we can give you a review on that episode. And then on January 12th, which is a Friday, at 9 sharp Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central, and 6 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock West Pacific time, we're going to be doing the very first topic time of 2024, topic time, and we're going to be talking about random topics, movies we've seen, movies that are coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, until that time, take care, everyone. God bless you. Thank you, all our friends and family. Okay, that was weird. Said I went out, so I did get booted at least once. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, like I said, God bless. Take care.